What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. Muslim goes to Abattoir Saint-Joseph for the first time to check it out. I've never been into some place like that, bro. I'm actually curious to know what's inside, so come on in, let's go. I'm kind of stuffed from all the stairs, but look at this view, guys. This is super cool that we're so high up. Now we have finally arrived at the top. I'm gonna go inside this place. First time in my life. I've never been here before. Lego. This is pretty cool, but I want to see that. And if you look up there at the dome, that's pretty cool. Let's keep exploring, shall we? Wow, how surprising. It took us right to the exit. Like, this place is super massive, bro. So I'm gonna keep exploring. I'm gonna let you know if I find anything interesting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I need more tinfoil because the world is a lie. Everything you know is a lie. Everything is fake. The government is controlled by the Illuminati, the Zionists. Wow, look at all these cute sheep. What did they do to all my cute sheep? What's that, brother? They are feeding it to all the kids in Gaza. Peace and love, Hesta Manana, and Happy Eid.
That's like saying in after 9/11, well, I'm issuing arrest warrants for George Bush, but also for Bin Laden.
Joe Biden, wake up. 9/11.
If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now.
It is never too late to be successful. It is only Satan that is promising you poverty. Satan wants you to be lazy. Satan wants you to eat unhealthy and skip prayers, skip the gym, skip all that. You have to prove him wrong.
Don't go to the gym.
I saw you last night checking at Starbucks. Shame on you.
Boycotting is not helping anymore.
What do you mean boycott is not working anymore? It's working, of course.
Well, actually, you're right. Boycotting does not help the people of Palestine. However, companies like Starbucks, McDonald's, Walmart, and Tim Hortons send a lot of their money to the Israeli army. And us boycotting them is damaging them, not necessarily helping the people of Palestine. By us stopping from buying their products, we are showing them that we do not agree with their financial decisions, and we're showing them that we are better off without them, and they cannot live without our money. So it is important to boycott these brands so that we can send a message, because as a famous person once said, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Where are you going?
I'm gonna put some bad review on it, bro.
Why are eggs not labeled haram then? All male chicks are killed at birth in the egg industry. I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. The egg and chicken industry in North America is extremely industrial and unclean and barbaric. However, in local and Muslim-owned farms, chickens are treated with a lot of respect, which is why we should choose where we source our eggs from. Eating eggs can actually control the population of chickens, because if we have too much chickens running around, it's going to be too overcrowded and eventually they will die out of starvation. So be a vegan and eat some eggs. Ameen. Is this proof that humans came from monkeys?
Possibly.
A lot of people think that humans actually came from monkeys, meaning the Darwinian theory of evolution and that kind of stuff. Excuse me, brother. Do you believe in the Darwinian theory of evolution?
Of course not. Well, we were not made out of monkeys. Actually, we were originated from Adam alayhi salam and not from monkeys.
Hey, just false.
Well, why is there monkeys and humans in this generation if we were born as a monkeys?
I think there's some sort of thing you misunderstand.
You hustle, bro. Mr. Ronaldo.
Ali ibn Abu Talib.
But how about Trump or Kamala?
Omar ibn al-Khattab.
But you still didn't mention Kendrick or Drake.
Sheikh Asim al-Hakim.
القول قول الصوارم كي تسترد المظالم حتى الأراضي ساموا رسول أهل.
There is a list. This list is of all the Hamas members. It all started on October the 7th, and then it goes all the way. The list of all the Hamas members are on this list.
Bro, that's just a calendar.
Stop lying. Shut your mouth and stop lying.
Listen to
Just
what I'm
shut
saying.
your mouth. Shut up. Shut up. I'm talking. Monkeys and humans. Monkeys, shut your mouth. Monkeys and humans come from a common ancestor.
Listen, I don't believe
You
in
don't
it. I
have to believe in it, but stop lying. No one said we came from a monkey, you ding dong.
That's the evolution.
Nobody said we came from a. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
What are you shouting for, man? Don't be rude.
Humans and monkeys come from a common.
Here is 5 things that will improve your life because of Islam. Number 1, Islam prohibits toxic chemicals from entering your body, such as drugs, alcohol, pork, and many other things that is considered detrimental.
Well, fasting helps preventing cancer. When the body is fasting, it cleanses itself from cancer.
Islam is actually a life habit that teaches you how to be productive and on time. Because of prayers, we have the 5 daily prayers of the day, and Islam teaches you to be on time for every single one of them.
Islam actually teaches you devotion, which means that you should actually be loyal and humble to other people, and especially your brothers in Islam.
Last and not least, Islam affirms all the prophets. Prophets like Moses, Jesus, Adam, Muhammad, peace be upon them all. This is why Islam is the truth. It is the final religion.
Sorry about that. I kind of slipped.
We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Big Shoelace, and I would like to give a big shout out to MTL Bamboo for these beautiful handmade bamboo plants. These, I'm gonna give them to my mother. Get your custom bamboo plants, MTL Bamboo. Shout out to Tyrell, very well made. I love it. And peace and love, hasta mañana.
Y'all pulled up on me. I would have seen y'all niggas outside.
How do you call yourself a vegan if you support Israel? It does not make any sense. That's like saying the butcher has the right to defend himself against the cows, or the hunter has the right to defend himself against the deer, or like pulling up a chart saying, did you know that sharks can kill people, while ignoring that people kill 40,000 sharks a year, and that one time one shark killed some surfer. That's headlines, but all the dead sharks that you see every day, no one cares about it. It does not make sense. Veganism and supporting Israel does not go together. Free Palestine and I am veganism Che. Peace and love and hasta mañana. What's going on, everybody? I have unfortunately been nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge by Roberto. So, as you know the drill, I'm going to nominate 5 people. Nav, Hassan Karju, Nooraldeen, Jacob Flexer, and K-Rhyme. You guys got 24 hours. Bring it on. You guys got 24 hours to do this, or else you fail the challenge, and you have to do it twice. Peace and love and hasta mañana. A year ago, ChatGPT did not exist, or it existed, but not many people used it or even knew about it. Imagine what's going to happen in the next 5 years.
Chaos.
The AI generated music thing, I've taken a look at it as well. The way AI comes up with things, it feels very fabricated. Whereas humanity, we are more creative in our ways.
Yeah, that originality in it. Don't forget the AI is created by human beings. Humans created that AI. AIs are bound to make mistakes. These are what we humans don't know. A lot of people tend to start using AI for forex trading and stock marketing. They're gonna run down their accounts because AI is not guaranteed.
What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be rating the local candidates of my area of Pierrefonds-Dollard. Lego. Tanya Toledano. Listen, man, I'm not gonna get into anything, but she does certain things that I'm not so happy of, and she's a Zionist. And I'm gonna give her a negative 100 out of 10 just for being a Zionist.
Disqualified!
Now, this guy is actually a vegan, and he cares a lot about animal rights and whatnot. And my experience with him was not very pleasant, let's say. He was a bit too chaotic, but he had a good spirit. So I guess I'm gonna give him 6 out of 10 for effort, Gordon Nash. Now, I wasn't sure if he was a Zionist or not, so I asked him, and he does support a two-state solution, which is A-OK. I'll give him 8 out of 10 for that. Poster-wise, it kind of looks like an ad for the Hulk, so I'll give him 6 out of 10 for that. Katrina Archambault from the Bloc Québécois. I'm gonna give her a 5 out of 10 for consistency, because I haven't seen her anywhere. Where the heck is she? Kaku Richard Kouassi. He kind of joined in a bit late. The Liberals were already leading when he decided to jump into the pile, but he did get 4th place in the elections. So I'm gonna rate him 6 out of 10 for consistency. Is Shahid Khan, who got around 255 votes in total. Now, I've met Shahid, I've spoken to him, and apparently he's only running to prove a point, to show that anything is possible and he can run. Now, I'm going to minus a few points for the lack of organization in the posters, but 8 out of 10 for effort. And lastly, we have Liberal candidate Samir Zuberi, who actually won 1st place in the elections. Plus, he supports Palestine, so that's a 100 out of 10 just for that. And that's it. That's all the candidates that I could find. I'm glad the Conservatives lost, not because I agree with liberalism, but because I disagree with conservatism. So peace and love, and hesta manana, and always remember.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
What's going on, everybody? Let's read some comments. Do you hear Jews complaining about the massive Pali flags off of Park Avenue going towards downtown that is dirtying up the whole area? Nobody cares, bruv. Get a life. Now, here's the thing. I actually do. Now, not necessarily Jews, but Zionists get so butthurt when they see anything related to Palestine coming from someone who has lost jobs, been kicked out of school, been given threats, been blackmailed. I have received many, many horrible things from Zionists. And the thing is, something as simple as a watermelon can be seen as an anti-Semitic thing or an anti-Semitic symbol. Such as this guy who says, your video is purely to spread hate against Jews. Now, I don't have anything against Jews. In fact, I love Jews. However, what I don't like is the state of Israel, the colonization, the apartheid, the genocide, and everything that those Zionists are doing that is killing people and destroying our countries. Peace and love, and hesta manana. What's going on, everybody? Right now we are in Shanghai. Just kidding, we are in Montreal, Canada with Mabar Richie O2. Let's see what we got right here. Chinatown has a lot of history regarding how it started. In the 1800s, when a bunch of Chinese immigrants who were building the Canada Railway decided they needed a place to settle down because they were suffering for a lot of racism and a lot of discrimination as being Chinese people newly immigrated to Canada. So the Chinese community decided to gather here and they decided to take Chinatown as their own. And this is a beautiful story, and I'm glad we get to experience it firsthand. It's beautiful to see how united and how connected the Asian community in Montreal is. Everything here is owned by Chinese people. And not only Chinese people, but Vietnamese, Koreans, Japanese. It's open to all kinds of Asian immigrants.
It's a Mongolian restaurant.
even Mongolian restaurant as well. I didn't even know that was a thing. So that was our experience at Chinatown in Montreal. What did you guys think?
Well, it was a wonderful experience, though.
Great. Loved it.
Can't wait to come back again next time.
I dare you to find me around the world.
Look who I just ran into, brother JP right here.
I got a mission, 100,000 person. I'm currently at 33,000. Every high five brings a smile, and then boom.
All right, let's do it.
Wow. So
now we just increased.
It happened in 52 countries so far.
52 countries.
Yes, and I do it every single day for that many days.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did it.
Remember, actfollow.com
Where's the pen? I have to change it.
Boom. So
wow.
this is how we do it, and I am not ready to stop. I got motivation to do it every day.
Guys, follow Uplifting Guy. He has a mission. He's going to high five every single person in the whole world.
Yeah.
Lego.
I came across a guy. The guy got married to a doll.
A dog.
A doll.
A doll.
A doll that doesn't speak. A doll like a teddy bear. Like
a teddy bear doll.
Like a doll. He can communicate with this AI, and he's mad because of this AI doesn't feel his feelings.
He got rejected by the AI.
Yeah, he's mad that the AI doesn't feel the same way. Like,
okay, imagine being so lonely. You create a doll, you marry the doll, and then the doll rejects you. Right beside the St. Joseph Oratoire is a mini, tiny church. But I have no idea if it's open. I doubt it. But let's check it out. Wouldn't you know, it's open. These are some idols and statues and whatnot. That's pretty cool. And they even are collecting some coins. I don't know if I should be yelling inside of the church. I'm not sure who that is. Please, if you know who that is in the comments, to me it looks like Jesus. But if that's Jesus, then who's that? You guys can please comment down below and correct me. It's like a mini, tiny church. So, let's go somewhere else. You are a Jew and you are against genocide.
I'm against genocide not because I'm a Jew. I'm against genocide because genocide is one of the most cruel actions of humanity.
What would you say to the people that would consider you a self-hating Jew?
I would say I am a human being who cares about other human beings, and a Jewish life is of the same value as a Palestinian life. From the Zionist perspective, that only the Jewish people count, and what has happened to the Jewish people is in Israel is what counts. That is more of a cult type reaction, and they ask you if you're on the side of Hamas. It's got nothing to do with it.
So our brother here, Will, has a wonderful message for the world. Thank you everybody for watching. Peace and love and hestamanyan. So let's try some boba. Hello, I would like your most popular order, please.
Like a milk tea or veggie
Fruit.
Fruit?
Let's keep it vegan. We got some boba right now, feeling super kawaii. Lego, give it a taste test. Bismillah. That was an explosion of flavors. Like, why even bother wasting our time going to school if we're just going to be replaced by AI anyway?
of course.
Like, imagine someone who spent, I don't know, maybe 8 years in school to master the art of marketing. And then all of a sudden, we have the ChatGPT bot who took his job in one day. Excuse me, sir, but your job is no longer needed. We have someone who can do exactly what you can do, better and for free. So, get out of here. What's going on, everybody? So right now I was walking around downtown and I was surprised by this. A bunch of Palestine protesters decided to block the road and protest against genocide in Israel. Now, I want your guys' opinions on this. Should this be legal and should this be allowed? Because right now, every single street, as you can see here, that street over there, and over there as well, look at all the popo. The popo ain't going no more. The police is taking over the entire roads to block people to let go for these protesters. So, what do you guys think?
Behind me is the wreckage from a ballistic missile launched by the Iranian regime. What you can see is a civilian apartment building.
Now, I don't know about you, but that looks way too familiar. Now, obviously, I don't support the destruction of civilian property, but seeing that made me think, bro, Israel, you have finally had a taste of your own medicine. So now you know what it feels like, huh? Now you know what it feels like of having all this stuff being happening to you. This is like, brother, when you keep punching people in school, you're a big bully, you have the big muscles, and then one time you get punched back. And you're like, principal, he punched me. Bro, I don't want to say that I support Iran, but at the same time, I don't want to say that I'm feeling bad for Israel. So it looks like this is how they get the Chinese noodles done. And I can tell it is super popular because look at the huge lineup for that restaurant. I'm gonna give it a try. Now let's give it a try. Let's rate the noodles out of 10. Lego. Bismillah.
Bruh.
8 out of 10. So apparently, these are all walking sticks of people that have allegedly been healed in this church. Now, I don't necessarily know the authenticity of this. I don't know if it's true or if it's just a myth. People come here with their crutches and leave without it. They just leave the crutches up in here. I need someone to fact check this. Is this true? And we have some more crutches up in here. I've read about this online before I came here, and honestly, I was pretty shocked. And personally, I don't know if it's true. I don't think so. But if it is, I need evidence. I need to know if it's true. What's going on, everybody? So right now, I am stuck in the middle of the forest. I have no idea how I ended up here. I have no idea how to get home. But I do have one idea. Is that... Oh! So this is where people come to light a candle. But the thing is, they've kind of capitalized this. This ain't real fire. If you want to light a candle, you're gonna have to pay $1. And I don't understand what kind of innovation this is to pay $1 to light an LED, because that ain't candles, bruv. Now, this is what I like better than what we saw earlier, because these are actual real candles and not like the LEDs that we saw a couple minutes ago. What's going on, everybody? I am right now in Tel Aviv. Just kidding, I'm in Montreal, Canada. And I saw this 2 flags up in here, and I was wondering, this is odd. I've never seen that before, until I noticed this. Literally the entire street is filled with Israel flags. It goes all the way there and all the way there. What the heck is going on in Montreal, bro? Why? Like, what's the point of that? Like, bro, seriously? It goes in the whole street, bro? Like, I get it if you put one, but like, every single lamppost must have a flag. I don't have too much of a problem with this if it was okay with other countries as well. Like, imagine if there was a bunch of flags of India, or a bunch of flags of, even if it was like a flag of the United States, you wouldn't see it. But why Israel?